Walz's political opponents did not seem surprised by the decision, considering how the national focus on fraud has ramped up over the last few weeks. His political allies laud him for putting the state ahead of his own ambitions.
I am absolutely confident a Democratic and a DFLer will hold this seat come November.
Upon hearing the news of Governor Tim Walz's withdrawal from the campaign,
he is dodging this.
His 2022 opponent said what many Republicans might be thinking.
This could be one of those situations where Republicans might need to recognize that they should be careful what they wish for.
Dr. Scott Jensen believes Walz was a vulnerable candidate, easier to beat than Senator Amy Klobuchar should she enter the race.
I mean, Senator Klobuchar enjoys the respect of millions of Minnesotans.
Political analyst Blois Olson, who broke Walz's news over the weekend, agrees.
In the last week, it was clear Republicans were worried that he would drop out and they would miss their chance to run against him.
Are you disappointed at all?
No, it's a victory for Minnesotans. We all along were ready to defeat Tim Walz, and he took himself out before we had to do it.
But other GOP candidates like Representative Kristen Robbins and Lisa Demuth believe fraud will remain a key issue in the race and that voters trust them for solutions.
Regardless of who is going to be running on the Democrat side in 2026, I think the voters have started to send that clear message with the explosion of the fraud and the focus on it. Minnesotans are paying closer attention to what is happening to their tax dollars.
Senate Majority Leader Erin Murphy, who ran against Walz in the 2018 DFL primary, says the DFL has passed meaningful legislation on fraud and the GOP has not. She says Walz's decision underscores his commitment to servant leadership.
That kind of selflessness is rare in politics today, and I admire it. It stands out for me as something unique.
A spokesperson for Secretary of State Steve Simon told me today that Simon will not run for the Democratic nomination for governor if Amy Klobuchar enters the race. Attorney General Keith Ellison did not make that same commitment. Many people I talked to today assume that there will be some competition for Klobuchar among the more progressive wing of the party. Julie.
Well, and if we make that leap, which is not maybe a very big one, that she is going to run, she is incredibly popular, the most popular politician in Minnesota for years. So assuming she wins, what does that mean for her Senate seat?
Well, she would be able to appoint her replacement for her Senate seat, or there will be a replacement appointed for her until there will be a special election, which would be held then in November of 2027. So there'll be a special election before it aligns with the normal year that seat is up for election.
So I think that person would serve for 2 years and then be up for re-election, but that opens up a whole nother line of intrigue too politically in the state. Big day for sure here in Minnesota.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Lou.